Hey guys, it's Monarch with another game of Hollow Knight. And today, we need to get a lantern. It costs 1,800 coins. And of course, if we ever die, we lose everything. Did I just say new game? Whoops. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I was supposed to go to continue. Anyway, I'm not very good at this whole playing video games thing. Did I delete my save and forget about it? I mean, I doubt it. Doesn't sound like something I did. I'm sure it'll let me cancel this pretty soon, right? How long before it'll let me go to a menu? These are questions. Okay. Anyway, just disregard all of that. You know, we're I don't even know what happened there. Anyway, I thought we were trying to start the game. Here we are. This is what I thought it was gonna look like. Alright, so right now we have 400 coins, and we need 1,400 more, which is not ideal. We might as well go to try to, like... I mean, we can go there and try to go over to the right-ish. Yeah. Hi, CG Bang. Hey, Evan. Yes, here we go indeed. There's no telling how long this video is going to be. You know, it could be over. It could be over in 10 minutes. You've been waiting for me to quit the game? I mean, I guess I don't have to quit, right? Because even if I lose all my money, then I can just try to bash my head against the Shadow Room. That is the alternative. We don't have to quit immediately if I lose all my money. No, I mean, the length of the stream just might be short, because I might quit the game forever. Or for a while. I don't know. Ah. I was like, yes, no, come back. I wish to retrieve from you all of your coins. I just gotta kill, like, I don't know, a couple hundred enemies, probably. And of course, not die. This isn't the right way, is it? No, we were supposed to go to the right and up. Well, we can go... You say another streamer you watch a lot. You're a new artist? Well, good for them. I haven't even played Club Step in a while. I sort of thought about it, and then I was like, no, I don't feel like it. But good for them. It always feels good to beat a new level. Not good enough to make me want to play them, but, you know, good. Whoops. Alright, 500. Only 1,300 more to go. Of course, we started with like 450. So we're not making progress, like, at all. Of course, this is like several zones ago. We could go to a future zone. Although that would make it theoretically more dangerous. But I figured we could at least explore around, even though I may well have already done this, you know, some other day. Because I enjoyed the game, you know, and if I'm gonna quit it, and I very, very well may, you know, why not take a last look around? It's like, it's the kind of game that I would never dream of quitting if I was like a kid. Like, if I was growing up and had this game somehow magically, I'm very old, like, I never would dream of, like, giving it up. But now, like, I only have a finite amount of time and, like, you know, temperament. In a game that takes all my stuff away, you know, if it doesn't have a very specific sort of thing keeping me hooked, I might, you know, just quit. Quit what? Hollow Knight. Because if I can't get forward without this lantern, and I keep on losing all my money, then, you know, I'll just, to do something else with my time. But there should be plenty of places I can go, maybe, that might have something cool now that I've got the strange dash thing. But I guess we haven't even been in here. Ah. Oh, look, they got terribly lost there. Actually, I don't think chasing them down there is that wise. Oh, that's it's right back over here. Got it. I didn't know they connected there. Okay, the bench is higher here. Okay, so that's all of those sections except the top right. And I want to say that place is dark anyway. I guess we can go to the fungal waste and go to the left there. How best to get to there? City of Tears and go down, it looks like. And how to do that? Oh, man. A lot of running in this game. Which, I mean, is fine. Hello, local noob. Yes, a third of the money needed. All we have to do is stay here in the second zone in the game. Of course, we started with, you know, 440, so we barely got any. But I guess it'll only take like an hour, right? All we have to do is play and not die for an hour. Ish. Ah. I was so sure that dashing was going to be fine, and then we ended up just doing the old face-to-foot style. It didn't go as well as it might have done. Whoops. Say you're working on a level that only needs like 20 more seconds. I always wondered about that in Geometry Dash, so I'm about to die here because I can't time it right. Like, how do you decide to not just, like, have 10 seconds of free space at the end? Or in the middle? Alright, so with the good sword, nail, they call them, it does a single deflection, and I'm just bad. Wow, okay. No, it's 2, and I had done one earlier and forgotten. Got it. I'm clearly not understanding how to do this properly. Alright, that's better. No, that's just what I would do, because I'm very lazy. I'd be like, well, you know, haven't I tried enough already? Oh, right, we can't go in here. This is just another place that we can't go inside of. The Sanctuary of Stone. Oh, I fell down. I was not paying attention. Yeah, don't die. If only I were capable of taking advice. Alright, I guess we haven't been here. Ooh, there's a chest. That's good news. You're probably able to do this before this point, but hooray! Oh my goodness, we're rich. We get... Now we only need 1,000. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is one of those things where the puzzles get a lot easier if you get more tools before you do them. Oh no. Alright, not like that. Alright. Though once our lands, a pale being lays claim to the heavens be ahead. It may appear benevolent, but it does not share our dream. Be wary to wander that place. Oh no! Well, that's bad news. And I have found a thing. What is the thing? It is... not the mask. It is the other thing. It is... the vessel. Anyway, we are picking up stuff. And when we get more stuff, then things will happen, presumably. I don't know, when we get more hearts or whatever. Okay, not like that. Oh, well, that's not so good. Alright, and this is the fog place that's, like, blocked off. Alright. First of all, going to the map doesn't pause the game, which I know and continually ignore. Which is not perfect. Oh man, there was a place to go left out of there? That's so annoying. Well. No, that's right. I did see that because there was a way to cut a thing. I just didn't know how to get up there. And I still don't. Well. I mean, I guess we just keep on running around because we need, you know, a whole lot more money. I guess we could start trying to find, like, good rooms. Maybe there's a room with, like, a lot of enemy density that I'm overlooking that I've been to. I'll have to think about it. 'Cause this room's got, like, some enemies, but... I mean, importantly, they're not, like, that dangerous, although they can, like, get hits on you if you're terrible, like me. Oh. Okay. That makes sense. I've got to stop trying to heal in the middle of everything. But it would also be good to just, like, stop taking hits all the time. Oh, well, you know, as long as I keep dashing into clouds of death like that, I know where I think the probability of me not taking hits all the time is at. Oh, well, that's not how to do it. Similarly pretty bad. Okay. You know, not for the first time I reflect that I'm probably not good enough at video games to play this. It's just a really good game. I try not to get too upset about being bad. Like, whenever I was a kid, I used to be good at games. Or believe that I was, which is the same. So it's okay, you know, like, maybe this is what getting old is. Is like just being absolute trash at games. Yeah, because these guys only drop like 2. It would take, you know, 450 of them in order to get it. But I guess if we get every single one on here, then that's like 20. And then we would only have to do this like 45 screens worth of time. And after all, if we only have to hit each individual one once and they drop 2, then that's only 450 individual kills. And that should be fine, right? Anybody can do that without thinking that their life is devolving into a meaningless series of events. You know, I might get the 1800 and then quit. Oh, wait. He's just throwing money at me. Hooray! Wow, okay. And now I got a thing? Alright, I have a better mask. We got an achievement to get 4 mask shards. And we get an absolute ton of money. Well, now we're actually pretty close to our goal, huh? I guess each of those guys that you save, you know, you get rewarded for. And then we inspect this, and we get Grub Song, which contains the gratitude of freed grubs, gain soul when taking damage. I mean, I can see that that's very clearly better than, well, not Dash Master, but then, you know, the Compass one, where you wouldn't need that at all for most purposes. But alright, yeah, now we're closer than ever. Because he gave us, like, what, like, about 350? Plus we got the Mask Shard, which was indeed a heart. And now we finally have 6 hearts instead of 5. Sorry, masks. I'm always making this mistake. They are legally distinct from hearts in a way I think we can all appreciate. After all of that previous arithmetic goes out the window when you suddenly get about 350 in Geo, you know. Now we're downright close. Plus, we got another heart. And that is very nice indeed, you know. You never... Do we think there's more of those to come? Well, it certainly looks like there's another thing there, so... We know that... At the very least, 6 won't be the end. It's not pragmatic to make a display that changes from full to empty unless you can fill it up again. It doesn't mean they didn't do it anyway. It just seems like, you know, if the mask was going to be totally full because you were finished, they would do that for sure. Hey! Another one! Huzzah! Like, now I wonder, like, should I go, like, right back, you know? Like, how much does he like me? I mean, I guess we're right here. Maybe he'll give me, like, maybe you get better and better stuff the more that you save, right? At the very least, this room is chock full of enemies. Sure, they're relatively low rewards, but, after all, now we only have to get 400 more, and that is just 200 more enemies slain. And if you get 10 enemies a thing, then, you know, that's fine, but you can probably get like 20 enemies a screen, and now you only need a small amount of screens before you get the lantern and then quit the game because what a meaningless exercise. No. Hopefully this will be the last mandatory item. I'm sure it's not actually mandatory. I'm sure I could just, you know, brute force my way through. Which is absolutely the sort of thing I might have done whenever I was a kid, but, you know, I'm very lazy now. Oh my goodness, so much. Yes, he did indeed give me almost 100. It's gotta be an increasing payout for each one. Alright, 300 left to go. Why does it look like I can go up? Oh, because I wasn't going up remotely far enough. Money! Alright, and then there's a weird little tree thing. And both of the smasheroni moves that I know don't do anything. Why? You know, I was like, I bet I can just... My guy. So how best to navigate this room? We can just go to this left wall. Well, we haven't been here before, and it doesn't seem super wise, but maybe it'll be fine. After all, it's not like we've gone through everything in order to get all of this money and could never ever get all of it back again. So we're so close to 1.3K. Yeah, you know, we had that like a month ago. Alright, I guess that's all there is there. He says, you still can't believe I have like 1.3K vids? Yep, well, you know, it's easy to do. 11 years is a long time, you know. And back before I started streaming, video links were capped by practicality and file size, so you know. Where now, like, there's one video where I streamed Stardew Valley for like 12 and a half, 13 hours. I didn't even know YouTube caps the video length at 11 hours, 59 minutes, so there's actually like some of the stream that didn't get captured in the VOD. But you know, back in the day, that would have been like 40 or 50 videos, probably, is what I would have done for that if I had been making it back in 2014 or something. Supposing I had played it then, which I didn't. I should have done. $200 more, yes. And we definitely totally will stay in this room for it, because there's no point in going anywhere else. You know, there's just enough enemies in here that the payout being relatively scant doesn't matter. You know, you got no projectiles to worry about. And while it might get boring if you were doing it for the full 1800, just doing it for a few hundred at the end to be nice and safe doesn't feel too bad. You can't swing underneath you unless you're in the air, so you have to, like on the platform, jump down like so if you wanna. 150 $. You know, I didn't even really give a serious attempt to getting through the room in the dark. So if it ends up being, like, totally doable with just a little bit of effort, I'm gonna be super annoyed. I think I've related already how in Pokemon Red I would frequently, because I didn't want to get a Pokemon and teach it Flash, and Flash was such a garbage move, I would just use the my memory and the light effect from random battles going in to get through the dark cave early on. So when you went into a battle in Pokemon, there would be like a moment where the pixels on the screen, you know, would lighten up. $100 to go. $1,734. Oh, we're getting there. He's starting to believe. I'm getting hit repeatedly. It's okay. Now with my new 6 hearts, we'll be able to overcome the dangers. $17.55. Well, that's the exact same as hitting anything on the way down, and I'm proud of myself. No. Wow. If you thought being in this room for a long time would make me any better, you'd be wrong. But with our superior 6 hearts, we'll never be far from being safe. The long-awaited hour is upon us. 1794. 1,799. Get hype! 1,800. Let's go. Amazing. Flawless. Perfect. Lantern full. Alright, and we're just gonna zoom on over here. And now we can finally play the game. You know, that didn't take so long. Sure, there was like a chest we found, and like 500 being donated by a worm guy. But it only took like, I mean, I guess it would only have taken like 2 or 3 hours of grinding. Lumafly Lantern. Alright, yeah. So he's selling 1 mass shard and 1 soul vessel thing. The soul vessel is 1 or maybe 2 pieces from being done, and of course the mask is many pieces away. We'll probably buy the vessel one next, maybe, but alright, now we just gotta go to the right here and then zoom up, because that'll be faster than these other routes in. Whoops. Alright, it's right here. I'm like, hey, won't let me climb the wall. Alright, so how do you get there? If we jump on this wall and go through here, do we? No, you don't. Oh, we fell down. You don't screen transition higher. It is worth a try, I guess. I don't think you can do it vertically, no. But we just need to get our way to this. I was gonna say we need to get to the bench, but no, that bench is... It's the one that's like really hard to get to. Am I gonna suffer getting here? No, it's just right here. And there used to be that mini boss, but I guess they're not back around. Alright, seems fine. Whoops. Ow. I hate everything. Okay. Well, at least it doesn't matter because I already got my little lantern. Which I guess I don't have to equip, it just happens. It's gonna say, oh, we can save them. We can't, though. You can't save the little guy. It won't let you up there. It's like there's a switch for the wall. You have to fall in from above, and I haven't seen any way to do it. Alright, so now we can see in this room. I mean, a little bit. Yeah, you know, it would have taken a really long time to do blind. It's going to take a long time to do with a little bit of light, apparently. Okay. Okay, well, this definitely doesn't look promising. But, on the other hand, it does look like maybe it's a place to fight a boss. Here we go. Alright, if we break that, we might never be able to get back up here. Let's just look around outside real quick. Okay, well, that's an alternative. A stag station? I bet I won't be able to afford it. Anyway, it doesn't work. Oh, well, okay. Protect the vessel. The dreamers lay sleeping. Monarch the teacher in her archives, surrounded by fog and mist. Lurian the watcher in his spire, looking over the city. Hera the beast in her den, amidst the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Through their devotion, hollowness last eternal. Dreamer locations added to map. Got it. Boom. Explosions. Go no further, little shadow. What compels its climb out of the darkness? What compels its return to this sacred kingdom? A call from beyond the seals? By the vessel? Or by that captive light? Would the seals break? They cannot be undone. But the vessel weakens. The plague springs anew. They must be undone. Yet still our seals remain. Our duty holds. It must be cast away. Our duty holds. It shall be done. Boom, boom, boom. Fade away, little shadow. Fade away and let us sleep in peace. Alright. Well, good news. We're awake again. That's not how to do it. Doing nothing, got it. And we listen. What a terrible fate they've visited upon you, to cast you away into this space between body and soul. Will you accept their judgment and fade slowly away? Will you take the weapon for you and cut your way out of this sad, forgotten dream? I mean, probably take the weapon, bro, since you asked. Take in the dream nail. Hold Y to charge and slash with the nail. Cut through the jail between dreams and waking. Oh no. Yeah, the seer says, "Ah, you've returned. Welcome back to the waking world. Those figures, those dreamers, they reached out with what little power they still have and dragged you into that hidden place. But that talisman you now wield, the dream nail, it can cut through the veil that separates the waking world from our dreams. Even the dreamers themselves cannot hide from such a weapon. Though I must admit that sacred blade is dulled over time. Together, perhaps we could restore its power. You only have to bring me essence, the precious fragments of light the dreams are made of." Alright. So we have to get essence, and then once we get 100 of it, we can level up the sword to do the MacGuffin. Here we are at the resting grounds, which is over here to the side of that place. Oh, and those things make... That's where the essence comes from. Got it. When you find those, you dream nail it. Giving you yet another thing to worry about finding on the map. Good, good. I mean, I guess if we're going to find like 20 in this first room, it's hardly going to be that daunting to get 100. Although I'm sure getting all of the essence would be incredibly annoying. Looks like it is a flat 20 that we get here. Do we break this? No, we can't. I don't have the soul for it. Alright, and when you get all of it in the room, it does do that. Now we're going to go back up to the thing, because maybe it like... Oh yeah, you got a little, When you hit it, and it says that remembered, penitent moth, dreams revered. And I guess they just give you a little message. A little bit of cryptic poetry, and then can we open the door? It doesn't look like it. Cornifer is not here, but he says he's sorry he missed us. So this is a map, but we don't have the map yet. We need to go... Boom! Open half of Hallownest stag stations. We've done it. So we just need to figure out where the map for this place is, and we'll go to Dirt Math, see how much it costs. You say you're not gonna leave, so... Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I'm never lonesome when I'm by myself. Yeah, there we go. It's only 75. You know, sometimes the maps are a lot cheaper than you think they will be. I feel like one was like 200. Maybe it was like, that was a better spot though. Alright, now we're just gonna go back to where we were. And armed with this new map, we will figure stuff out. But maybe resting grounds is just like a very small place. But we should at least get it onto the map. You say you just remembered something? Oh, maybe the whole resting grounds are already here. Alright, so this is where the seer lives. Yeah, so I should search near graves and other resting points. So probably those places where it writes a little bit of poetry, and we can expect to maybe find some more of those, but you know. Alright, we have found a charm. It is the Dream Shield. Conjures a shield that follows the bearer and attempts to protect him. That sounds kind of awesome. And this was hidden from the map, you know, so we walked off to the side, and that's why we found it, which feels great. You know, it's got the light there, it just doesn't show up on the map as an area that you could walk into. And we still don't have the soul to break this. We need to find some place for that. Okay. Cheryl says, stop there. Those who try to leave this kingdom are cursed. Better to rest here until time itself sleeps. Hope and freedom. I thought that strength alone could grant me these things. In my dreams, I would cut that plague with my nails, and then I turned my weapons upon the king. When I awoke in this sacred place, I began to understand. Those who hope are already doomed. Do you still hope, Wanderer? Will you flee? Or will you raise your weapon and doom us both? Well, I'll cast off my cloak like we're playing Hades and say, well, I will challenge the warrior dream. Ah, shouldn't have let that happen. Oh, now he's got more of them. That's not perfect. I was just doing badly against the two. Not like that. Not. Got him. Right? Got him? Phase 2? Says, I can see now those who turn against the king are doomed as soon as they raise their weapon. Do not call me a traitor. Simply call me a fool. I know you will not flee. Wherever you go, I will be watching. Phase 2, let's go. Oh, maybe not. Oh, we get 100 for that? Okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, we can go turn in now. Alright, buddy, teach me how to break through the doors of perception. Ah, Wilder, you've returned. You've already collected 100 essence. Quick work. Things come naturally to you, don't they? Well, some things, Seer. Only some things. No wonder the dreamers tried to bury you in that old dream. Perhaps you frightened them, or perhaps being prisoners themselves, they desired your company. In any case, you still have a long way to go. Take this old trinket as encouragement from me and return when you have collected 200 essence. Alright, so we get an old trinket. And he won't teach us how to do stuff. He just gave us a trinket. Well, thanks for the trinket, buddy. Alright, I guess we can go down from there. Potentially. Looks like it, and, yeah, that's where we'll go. Alright, not that way. Say within a step of daylight stream. Oh, I don't know. Maybe never. It is kind of fun. It just, I don't know. It, not like I always have a lot to say about stuff, but I felt like I didn't know how long I would ever have anything to say about Dead by Daylight. Like, lots of times, I just, like, won't be in the mood to do anything. If that makes any sense. I hope it doesn't make a lot of sense to you. Because if it does, then, you know, I'm sorry. But, especially a game like Dead by Daylight that requires other people, you know. Because, like, if I want to just chill for a bit while I'm playing Hollow Knight, you know, I can pause it. But in Dead by Daylight, you know, once you're in a match, you know, you gotta kind of keep on playing. Alright, there we go. Boom. They are making scary sounds. So, boom. Alright. Like, where even is this? Is this the city? It is. It is not. It is attached to the side of it, maybe? Alright, what's here? Have I been here before? I sure don't think so. That's an exploderator. You're not gonna get me! Alright. Is that all that's in here? Is just smell-tempered birds that are designed to make you sad? Hey, Orange Froggy. You say you can't sleep and you have work in the morning. I'm sorry, man. That is the worst. And so you've elected to come here to suffer with me as I pretend to learn how to play Hollow Knight. I see. Alright, new plan. We'll hit the elevator. No, that's just what we did to get down there, right? We'll go left. You say my streams are calm to help you sleep? Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm not so glad to hear you say that I keep you from sleeping. Please get a reasonable amount of rest. Boom. I don't know what we opened there. Ooh, a hole in the floor. Ah, there we go. That is where it opens up into. And I guess if we just go down and to the left there, we can try to fight that little circular thing, right? Oh, okay. A very different thing. Hello, and welcome to the Blue Lake. Oh, you can swim. I'm sure I won't regret this. Okay. That goes all the way over here? Wild. Is there a way back over there from here? Whoops. You know, we're gonna want to go the top path. There might be something up there. Another egg. Another egg. Alright, so that's, you know, that's a way out, so that's nice. Good night, Froggy. I'll try not to scream. I'll try not to get too excited about anything. I always try that. Alright. Let's go right here. Alright, these guys have pink armor, which lets us know that they are tougher than the previous ones. They also had a haircut like Martin Van Buren. Alright. The King's Station. Man, boom. Is this room farmable? No. It's like, I bet you can get good enough at that if you get like 35 coins that quick. A door with a simple lock, but we don't have a simple key. You say you feel bad for the infected bugs? Yeah, you know, me too. They're nice. They're nice little bugs, and then, you know, they never get the chance to be who they want to be. Yes. Memorial to the Hollow Knight. No idea what this symbol means, so let's go here and find out. If we ever get out of here... Sure don't look like it's going to be easy to climb up, does it? No, it doesn't. All right. The ancient basin. A true servant gives all for the kingdom. Let Helena's pale king relieve you of your burden. Drop all Geo into the fountain? No? I'm gonna need to buy a map, first of all. He said, old caverns, these ones. Can't you just feel the weight of the kingdom above? It's a heavy thing, all right. I reckon not many reach these depths. We're pioneers, you and I. At least in recent history. Purchase a map for 112? Yes. Because all I ever really want to do is find a map, right? Once I get a map and I know I can fill in a map by playing, I'm like, okay, now I can actually look around. Alright, so down to the left and we'll fill in some stuff and... We pay 150 for a bench. It's nothing, and Hollow Knight is free. No, something, sorry. I needed that money to buy this bench. Ha! I don't really love the images of bugs clattering away from you. It always makes me feel like something bad's gonna happen to me. Yes, we are in the ancient basin now. Well, maybe it is late game, but I'm here. It's possible enough that I got lost and ended up very far from where I need to be. No! Like, that one was so weird. There's gotta be something beyond. Alright, and those are little ghost guys. Okay, there is a guy here in disrepair. Boss fight? I have tried to interact with them. They have been possessed by stuff. The broken vessel. Ah. Alright, not trying to get too many hits above them, that's careless. Whoops, hadn't seen that one yet. No! Well, that's that. Well, alright, time to go back and try that again. Pretty bad performance indeed. And we'll just crash into that every time because we're very smart. Alright, so we've got to go around every time, it looks like. Alright, well, that's kind of a long walk. Well, either I'll get better or I won't. Is there even any way to really get past these things? It doesn't look like there's very convenient ways to. Well, I can't go anywhere else, so I might as well do this. I guess it's just like reminiscent of playing like Mega Man or whatever, right? Where you get like a couple lives, but then, you know, you have to play the entire level all over again if you don't do well enough. Normal enough. Alright, so not so good. Alright, we've broken down the wall though. Okay, so we can just do that. And now... Alright, that's not so bad. Because now we can just go across here and we can skip this whole intermediate room. I was thinking we had to do it, I just needed to see that there was, you know, a false wall. But my reticence to engage. Alright, so there we go. We get to go all the way through. We don't have to do that bottom section anymore. So we can fail as much as we need at this boss fight. Ah. Ah, why did I dash into that? Smart. And I took way too many hits there. I don't know why I thought that I could just, like, tank my way through that. I feel like... Yeah, almost over. Yeah, it definitely seems like if you get one hit above them, you got to be careful. Because, like, the next one, they don't want to let you have that next one. Or you heal, like, if you're far away, right? and he's doing the big fireball attack thing. But he definitely likes to, like, get some damage above him if you go for too many hits in a row, right? Ah, no, no, get away. Alright, so that doesn't work. You can't heal there. Alright, let's do that again. Let's just run into the wall again, as is tradition. Yeah, you're talking about the ad placement and stuff, you know. Sometimes you get to pick stuff, sometimes you don't have as much freedom as you want. Okay, I almost failed to beat him. Good, well, we got the money back at least, so we can keep on. You know, it doesn't matter. We're just going to lose all of it at some point. I don't even know how to get out of this place, right? It's not like we could do anything with it. And now we go to this boss fight with half of our HP missing because I'm bad and I ran out of it on the way. Alright, well. Time to go back again. A lot of HP. Ah. Shouldn't have dashed there. Shouldn't have dashed there either. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Oh, the little ghost thing. I wasn't even looking at that. Well. At least this is much more interesting than trying to get a lantern. Man, I'm terrible. Every single thing I tried to do there. Being close was bad, being far away was bad. What? Well, that's an even quicker way to die than I normally had been doing. Yeah, in general, I would consider an item that is needed to progress in the game being locked behind a monetary grind, especially in a game like this where your money can disappear, is just not ideal. And while you could fake it through, it does seem very much like you essentially have to get the lantern unless you want to be inconvenienced, like, forever. Which is fine, like, if you want your game to turn people off. But if I had died and lost my money earlier, I would have quit playing this game probably forever. Because they put a light behind a currency grind. And that's just, like, super unwise, in my opinion, as a design choice. Taking all your money away is fine. Taking all your money away when it would get you good stuff is fine, but taking your money away when it's essentially required to go forward, not so good. Because unlike, like, okay, maybe your money could have bought you more HP, but you could be better at fighting a boss. Memorizing where all the stuff is in the dark is a level beyond what I think should be required for a player. Although, of course, if I'm not willing to get better at the game, I probably should have quit when I started. But, you know, I'm constantly dreaming of the day where I stop playing this game. It might be today, you know. Just because I'm not good enough, not for any other reason. But it definitely won't be like the sour taste that it would have left me with if I had not gotten the lantern and that's why I quit. Because if I just quit because I'm not good enough to beat this boss, that's fine. Like, I'm an old person. It's okay to be bad at games now. It's not like I'm like 8 and it was my whole like self-concept. Now I'm also very mean and rude, and my self-concept can be, you know, summed up in those things as well. What? Phase 2, let's heal. Oh, no, not phase 2. Release. We get an achievement for defeating the broken vessel. And we don't get anything for it. We don't get anything for it. It won't let us... Do we do the dream thing? That's what we do. Okay. Well, great. Okay. Not perfect. I hate everything. We're gonna die here and lose all our money. It was worth a try. I'll just fail at platforming for the rest of my life. I'm such an incompetent. Alright, so why won't... I don't understand. This is super annoying. Like, they won't show up until I'm already dead. Whatever, I don't care. So I get some wings. I guess I can fly now. Hey, we get double jump. Hooray, at last. Alright, and this is that under the place. Say the dream version of that guy is completely optional. Well, yeah, I figured that out whenever I didn't go. I was like, whatever. You can't make me do anything. I'm a real person. I'm not a Hollow Knight. I'll just turn the game off. Corpse and white armor. Wake up! It's still in white armor. Got it. Just a normal attack will do. Got it. The lantern? Yeah. Well, we had to get the lantern to do any of that, because we got the lantern, and that's how you get over to the left. And then we got to the resting grounds, and then we went down somehow and ended up there at the King Station, whatever that is, and then ended up down here. I don't really understand how. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we're supposed to be here. I kind of thought we were supposed to fight a boss up there, but maybe now that we've got the wings, we can go up there and access the top. I kind of thought we should have found a fast travel point in that upper area in the Crystal Peak, but we never did. But anyway, I also don't have a way out of here, so we're just gonna have to keep on doing this until we find one. Ah! I've just found a way out of here. Good news. Yeah, I was talking about all that while I was in the room with one. That's pretty funny. But yes, good progress indeed. There's sure to be plenty more areas that, now that I have a little double jumpery, we will be able to explore. Not like that. But I think right when we get here, right, there should be the one, because it's the little guy, but he's up on a platform, and there's a, yeah, because we'll be able to do this now, right? Yeah, right. What is here? I've been looking at this thing for ages, and it is a king's idol. Sure. And now it's much easier to move around places because there's so many areas where if you could simply do a little jump like that, you know, like probably right here. Yep. Like right here. Oh, ow. Okay. Three hits. Well, there's certainly something up there. Oh, ow. Right. Well, at least we know that it's like a mask shard on the other side of the wall. I'm not ready to give up, right? Not yet, but we know it's not like an item or anything, and we also know that we apparently have to fight ourself in this room to get our money back. Ow. Well, that went very badly. Very, very badly indeed. I think we might have to accept that we're not going to get our money back. Yeah, like he literally won't even come to me here. We have to go in here to get it. What? What? Clearly I don't understand anything. Maybe I'm like thinking that his laser has a travel time and it doesn't. What? Okay. Okay. Sure. I don't understand anything that just happened except that I died. And that I have to come in here to get my money back. And that I've already taken a hit somehow. Alright, I guess we just take our shield thing. We can try to take, yeah, we'll just take a, see if this thing can protect us. Never used it before, maybe that's the thing that we're missing, you know? It doesn't appear to work. Alright, I tried to heal there and it didn't work. Well, it looks very nice, you know, it's a good little looking thing. Well, I'm not good enough to play this game. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that information, but, it's becoming clear to me that I'm not good enough to play it. That's fine, I guess. Whatever. I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Look, Hollow Knight's a good game. Don't judge it by my frustrations with it. Just not very good at it. And like everything in the world that I'm not good at, which is almost everything, I don't think I care to get any better, but I don't know. Maybe I'll feel differently tomorrow. Maybe not. Good night, Evan. Good night, Liam. Good night, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed me complaining the whole time. And, yep, that's all I've got for you. So, see you guys.